ask your question.
Okay. I'm asking Jessica a question. This is regarding, what was the question regarding? The question I asked, would you rather you be able to be self-sufficient, pay for your own stuff, and provide for your own support, or would you rather have someone else provide it? Would you rather, make your own money?
Actually, that was not your question.
Okay, you tell me what my question was.
Your question was, and I quote, are you envious of someone else making $250,000 a year with no money problems? And I said, no, I don't suffer from envy. And you said, well, wouldn't you rather not have to depend on anyone and be totally independent for your money rather than having to depend on someone? And my answer was, well, actually, I am totally independent because the money I get is from my Social Security disability every month, plus my spousal support payments every month. And both of those are by law given to me. The spousal support at least for 5 years. And the Social Security disability for the rest of my life, and it will only go up as I get older.
And what did I say about the spousal?
And after I signed the divorce papers. So, and I said those are both by law. The spousal support went into effect on January 12th of 2016, and actually it will be upped once you do your tax returns. So I'm covered. I'm already completely covered and independent, and I don't have to depend on anybody else because mine's by law. Any extra money I choose to make will be in a totally ethical way with complete integrity. And once again, no, I don't suffer from envy.
Okay. Well, how much do you receive from spousal support?
Right now, I receive what is by law. It's $2,200 a month, and I get by law $488.67 a month from Social Security disability. Both of those, well, the spousal support is going to be $5,000 a month once you do your taxes, and you'll have to back pay me for whatever you didn't give me from January. And of course, the Social Security disability will go up after our divorce is final and as I get older.
Okay, why do you think it'll be $5,000?
Because that's what both Lawrence DePlaza, that I paid $200 cash to, who is a divorce attorney, for a consultation, told me it would be based on you making what you told me you made last fiscal year for taxes, which was $120,000. Actually, you brought home $120,000. That it would be at least $5,000 a month plus transportation for at least 5 years, possibly the rest of my life, since I am disabled and didn't work during our marriage.
Why were you disabled?
I'm bipolar disabled.
Okay. And
which I could legally claim I was diagnosed bipolar disabled in 1993.
Okay.
Which also I might get more money from Social Security because they might have to backlog that. So I could get a huge lump sum payment.
How's that going to happen?
It happened, I don't know, Michelle Hall got hers.
So
it might be state specific.
Oh, okay. So being in Oregon, you might be able to get more?
Well, sure. There's a lot of different, I might be able to get more. I was told I will get more Social Security disability once I'm divorced. I was also told I will get more Social Security disability when I turn, 63, 64, something like that. I was also told, Michelle Hall told me that she got a lump sum from the time she was diagnosed, because she should have been on disability. So she got thousands of dollars. Each state is different on...
When were you married?
When was I legally married? Probably by the time I was 29 years old.
To whom?
James Michael Davis.
Oh. Where was the ceremony?
The ceremony was probably after I had been fucking him for 6 months, at least 3 to 4 times a week, which means the marriage is validated when you have intercourse with that being, and you've lived with them and show the same address, and the same address is legally on your ID.
How's
for
how's
6
that?
months or longer.
How is that? How it?
It's by the state law of Texas.
Oh, okay.
It's called common law marriage.
Okay. So
I actually proposed to Mike Davis when we were, but you can see I'm obviously not good enough for him. When we were first living together off Montfort Drive, and this is very important. He told me that the reason why he would not consider marrying me was because I smoked pot and because I had been a dancer, which is, by the way, where he met me. No false advertising here.
I see. I see.
And I hated him. I hated him then,
Why-
and I hate him even more
Why,
now.
why did you hate him?
Because I was so much better than him then, and I told him that I would probably marry him because I thought so highly of him then.
What did you?
And he fell from my skies like a blind roofer and turned into a smoking hole, grease spot. When he stood there with his arms crossed and condescended to me and said, I have some, what was the word you used, Mike?
Considerations.
I have some considerations about marrying you.
What was?
And I said,
What was I
really?
doing then?
Pardon me?
Tell him about that Scientology shit.
Well, I'm not going to blame it on Scientology. That's how stupid you are that you let other people fucking rule your life for you. Anyway, you really want me to go into that? He was about to join the Sea Org, which is nothing more or less than a cult that you work 7 days a week. Fucking, I don't know how many hours a day, probably 10. And you live in a cubicle the size probably this bedroom. And that's all you do, and you don't make any money. You give all your money to the cult. They feed you. They let you take a shit on a regular basis. It's more like TDC.
How do you know?
That the motherfucker stood there and told me that he had considerations about marrying me after he's the one that campaigned for me to fucking move in with him. Because I got high. Yeah, that's right. Marijuana. Me. It's me. I'm the pothead. And he had considerations about marrying me formally.
So, I take it you still have some thoughts about that.
I have a little hostility about it.
So
that's why I don't mind at all taking him for spousal support.
So he.
But I am completely independent.
So he wouldn't marry you at that time?
No, he would not formally marry me. He was too stupid to understand that after 6 months, it is common law marriage in Texas.
Oh, okay. So where are you now?
Where am I now? I'm standing in his bedroom in Grisham, Oregon.
Okay. So
where pot's legal, I'm happy to say.
So did you ever get a divorce?
Yes, I did.
When did you get a divorce?
You know, I'm not sure what year it was. I think it was in the year 2000 I divorced him when he was in TDC. You see, what is TDC? You're legally divorced anyway if you're not getting fucked by your husband. Okay. So,
what about
I made it legal.
What about if the husband's not getting fucked by the wife?
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to do because Texas doesn't believe in conjugal visits. And this is what's interesting. It was me that asked if Texas had any conjugal visits. Because, you see, I was 36 years old when he went in. That's just in case you didn't know, but I don't want to insult anyone. I'm sure they do. 36 is a woman's sexual prime. I'm a fucking nympho anyway. And then 36, you know, I couldn't get enough no matter what. And he goes off to prison, so he's not fucking me. He's not taking care of any of my fucking needs. And so, yeah, I divorced him. And then we moved back in together in the year 2003. So after 6 months there, we were legally married again.
Where were you from? When did he go away?
When did he go away physically? December of 1998.
Okay. And you got back together in 2003?
That's correct. In December of 2003.
Okay.
And we were legally remarried again, I don't know, 2004.
Okay. And so where are you at now?
Between the A and the T.
Oh, okay. So, are you divorced now?
No, we're not legally divorced yet.
Okay.
My brother paid $4,000 to a divorce lawyer who did not do an adequate job.
Why not?
Because she did not make James Michael Davis file his taxes, which Lawrence de la Plaza was going to do immediately, but he was $4,500. And that was just the beginning. He was going to go after the motherfucker, James Michael Davis, for more than $5,000 a month, but I didn't tell him that.
So what is What's the cap in Texas?
It depends on how much abuse was going on. James Michael Davis was going over to his second ex-wife's house.
What was he doing over there?
Well, Lawrence de La Plaza thought he was throwing her dick.
So he was what?
Throwing her dick.
Oh, okay.
You know, being unfaithful in the marriage, which is abuse.
Oh, okay.
So he was going to go after him for more than $5,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
However, by law, anyway, Lawrence de Plaza was going to make sure that he got a copy of Mike's most recent IRS thing, so that I would get at least $5,000 a month to start out with. And she didn't do her fucking job.
Okay.
This chick that got $4,000. So I'm going to lodge a formal complaint against her and make her do her fucking job, which is to get me my $5,000 a month at least, to get a copy of James Michael Davis, who I'll have to sign the IRS thing too. So obviously he hasn't done it yet. And if he forged my name, I will go after his ass. So
you sound rather, I guess you sound rather hostile about.
That's probably because I am hostile. Usually people sound pretty much the way they are unless they're actors and actresses, which I am not. I'm totally.
But why are you hostile?
I don't got the time. I gotta go get some pot.
Okay. Well, let's go get some pot.
Now turn that motherfucker off so I can put my wig on so no one will